Hi, y'all. Welcome to another episode of Austin Underground. I'm Susie.
And I'm Robbie. In today's episode, we are going to play a game of higher or lower with Spotify streams, watch an interview with Austin band Luna Luna, rank Taylor Swift's albums, and talk about Lil Baby's latest album. Before we get started, roll the intro.
The Jamaican government has banned music that promotes the use of violence, drugs, and other criminal activity. The reason they have banned this kind of music is because they don't want to promote that these actions are accepted in Jamaican society and culture. Some Jamaican artists are not happy with this new law. The artist D Genius said that he sees it as restrictions on free speech and that the Jamaican government should focus on poverty and the economy.
For those who have light sensitivity issues and are going to a Tame Impala show, make sure you are aware of the lighting the show has. The artist issued a warning about the lighting at his show after some audience members had seizures during a show in New Zealand. In a statement, the band said, "Hey guys, just a reminder that there are some quite intense visual moments in our show, so please be careful if you think you might be sensitive to such things or susceptible to seizures." Luckily, those who suffered seizures at the show were attended to, did not have any injuries.
After pulling double duty as host and musical guest on SNL, Megan Thee Stallion says she is taking a break. According to Billboard the day before, her house had been broken into and $300,000 worth of things were taken. No one was hurt during the robbery. The rapper tweeted, "Hotties, I'm really sorry, but after SNL, I really gotta take a break. I'm so tired, physically and emotionally."
BTS member Jin has not only announced another solo project, but that a single from the solo project will be coming soon. This will make him the second member of BTS to start a solo career after the group announced their hiatus in June. This is not the first solo single from Jin. Fans have previously been treated to 3 solo songs, one released every year since 2019.
Silk Sonic, who received 4 Grammys for Leave the Door Open, will not be submitting their album An Evening with Silk Sonic for Grammy consideration. The single that won so many singles at last year's Grammys won every single category that it was nominated in. The voting for 2023 Grammys began on October 13th, and the album was eligible for consideration since it was released in November of 2021. Bruno Mars told Rolling Stone that although they put their all into the record, they are bowing out of submissions, and they hope they can celebrate with those nominated.
If you're a Neil Young fan, be on the lookout for a reissue of his album Harvest. The album came out 50 years ago, and Young is putting out a reissuing of the album. The album will feature a never-seen-before documentary and concert film. Both the CD and vinyl sets come with posters, liner notes, and hand-bound photo books. This release comes a month after Neil Young and Crazy Horse announced another album. The release of Harvest comes out December the 2nd.
Now, let's go over to Servando, Drew, and Sylvie, who will be playing Higher or Lower with artists' Spotify streams. Let's check it out.
The goal of the game is to figure out which of the two artists I say has more Spotify streams, and I did make it a little tricky, so good luck, guys.
Good luck, Servanda.
Okay.
Good, Andrew. May the best man win.
I hope so.
Oh yeah. Okay. So the first two artists are Doja Cat and Billie Eilish. Who has more Spotify streams, monthly Spotify streams?
I think Doja Cat.
Billy.
Doja. All right. Our next is Lizzo and Olivia Rodrigo.
Ooh.
Lizzo?
I'm gonna go Olivia.
Olivia.
Damn. Destroying me.
Okay, our third one
You
is
betcha.
Lil Nas X and The Weeknd.
The Weeknd.
Yeah.
Yes. 1 point for each. All right. Now we have Harry Styles and Taylor Swift.
Harry Styles.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, hasn't Taylor been longer? I'll say Taylor. Just
It is Harry.
I think after her
Damn.
new album, she'll like go like number 2 or something.
It's Harry with
Yeah.
66.4 million and Taylor with 58.4 million.
that makes sense.
All right. Okay. Now we have Nicki Minaj or Dua Lipa.
Dua Lipa.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has 61 million, whereas Nicki has about 49 million. Which actually surprised me because Nicki, I don't know, I feel like she's been in the game longer.
Mhm.
Okay. Charlie XCX or Lord.
Lord.
Nope.
Oh.
Whoa.
Just by about 1 million, but Charlie XCX
No way.
does have more monthly Spotify listeners.
I thought like Charlie XCX is more like indie, like because she's like
Yeah.
more experimental.
That's what I
interesting.
thought too.
Yeah.
Nope. Okay. My Chemical Romance or Paramore.
I think Paramore has more.
I'm gonna go MCR.
Paramore.
Yes.
All right. Omar Apollo or Mac DeMarco.
Mac DeMarco.
I have no. Okay, Mark. I'll go with what you said.
It's Omar Apollo.
Oh.
He has about 3 million more than Mac DeMarco. That one really surprised me. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I was
Hey,
like,
we're still doing good.
Not
We're
really
still
bad.
doing
you guys are still doing pretty
Yeah,
good. I
Thank you. Thank you.
don't think someone's keeping track of points. Okay. Claro or Girl in Red.
Claro.
Claro.
Nope. So Girl in Red actually has 15.5 million, whereas Claro has 11.7 million monthly listeners.
Mm.
That's wow.
Okay, Phoebe Bridgers or Wallows.
Wallows.
Phoebe.
It is Phoebe, but only by about 300,000. They both have
Oh, damn.
7.5 million about.
That's
but Phoebe
a small.
just
margin.
beats. He
Yeah.
just beats. And last one is SZA versus Steve Lacy.
Steve.
Steve, I don't know who that is. Is that?
That's the Bad Habits guy on the radio.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. But SZA. I mean, I'll say SZA.
It's Steve.
Damn.
So, all right. That was it for the game. We're gonna go back to the host now.
What a great game, guys. We have to take a quick commercial break, but we'll be right back, so stay tuned.
Welcome back. Let's check out Nastasia's interview from ACL with Austin band Luna Luna.
Hi guys, welcome back to Austin Underground. I'm Nastasia Kolak and I'm here at ACL with Luna Luna. How are you guys doing?
Oh yeah, we're loving it here. We love being here. We've been here for a year, and we're gonna keep bringing it.
Awesome. How are you guys doing here?
Oh, great. Yeah.
Okay. Last time I spoke with you guys, it was at South by Southwest. So how does it feel to go from playing South by Southwest to playing something like ACL? Because that's a huge deal.
I feel like South by feels like so long ago. Yeah. I remember I was upset that day because they cut my hair ugly. But yeah, it's better this time. Yeah, everything's looking up.
Damn, we're at ACL?
Wait, what year is it? Nah. It's honestly crazy. Like, I mean, that was the plan. We wanted to like play so much and do so much here, and just falling more in love with the city every day. And yeah, it's honestly beautiful, and just seeing all these people out here today, it's crazy. So yeah, we had to deliver, and we did. So you know what I mean. But yeah, thanks for having us. Holy crap.
And I know you guys are currently on tour, so what are some essentials that you absolutely need when you're on tour?
Essentials. Let's see. Headphones. Headphones are important, and earplugs. Earplugs are also important. We have some snorers. Yeah, deodorant as well. That's probably one of my most essentials.
Like lots of clean pairs of socks. I feel like extra, you know.
Yes.
True that.
Anything else?
Nintendo Switch.
Neck pillow.
Oh, neck pillow.
Does anybody need coffee? Anybody like a caffeine person around here? No? No caffeine? Red
Bull coconut berry, I think.
Oh, interesting. Okay, okay. No matcha, nothing?
Nah, we're boring. We're basic.
Oh, my gosh. So you guys were also just recently on the cover of the Austin Chronicle. What was that experience like for you guys?
That was crazy. My girlfriend like walked in, and she's like, "Look at this!" Hits me in the face with the paper. I'm like, and I was like, "I know these guys." It's like stuck to my face. I had to peel it off, cartoon style. No, it was crazy. It was, and oh my god, like the way they did the cover and everything. I was like, "Oh, we really here. We really here."
I almost got skipped. I think my favorite part is so the cover is us like smiling, and the back of it is just like our backs, and I haven't seen that before. You know, it's pretty cool.
That's really cool. And it's also on a billboard. So how do you feel about that?
Yeah, we drove to it. We were on the side of the highway. We were telling people that it was us on the billboard. Yeah, it was fun.
Oh yes, it was great. It's great to see you in the bigger picture. Yes.
And also, just as a Latinx band, are there any specific like Latino or Latina artists that really inspire you guys as a band?
Who? El Alfa for him. Yeah, I think, well, last night we played a show with Omar Paulo. You know, he's great. The Marias are performing later today. They're awesome. Yeah, people like that for sure.
Didn't you see Rosalia last week?
I saw Rosalia last week. Her concert was amazing. Best concert out right now, probably.
Any other inspirations?
Nah.
Nothing at all? Okay.
Honestly, just being in this band and like getting exposed to like all these great artists and stuff like Cosmica, our management there, they've opened up a world of like contemporary artists that it feels awesome to be with. So playing at the Ford with Katsu and Irene Diaz and all that. Yeah. It's like the world's ready for more Latino music, I think.
Definitely, yeah, I completely agree. And you guys' song Commitment just hit 10 million streams on Spotify, which is absolutely insane. Did you ever think that you would get to this moment?
Yeah, but it feels weird also when it happens, you know? It's like, it's today. Yeah, it's like surreal a little bit.
On 10 million? Yeah, I mean, we've always known what we were going to do. but it is always surreal when we hit these milestones, like playing ACL. You know, it's very surreal, but at the same time, we put in a lot of work to do this. So it's just a reflection of what we've been doing. So
We're gonna get 10 million more, and yeah, we got some good stuff cooking. Oh yeah.
Okay, a few fun questions for you guys before we end this off. So since you guys have been on tour, I'm sure you've had food in a lot of different cities. What city has had the best food so far?
I think I'll always go back to the Seattle hot dog. I think I mentioned it. I don't know if I mentioned that last time, but yeah, the Seattle hot dog, like cream cheese and everything. I had it again back in July, and it didn't hit the same. Maybe because it was daylight, and it has to be night. That's my theory. But yeah, Seattle Glizzy.
I cook my own meals, so I hate everything I eat that isn't made by me.
I will say we had Nashville, Tennessee, spicy chicken before a show. I wouldn't do that again. It was delicious, but oh my God, you gotta pay for it later. But yeah, it was good. Get the mild.
Feel it twice.
What do you say?
To end this off, what is next for Luna Luna? What can we expect from you guys soon?
Well, we have a few more shows this month. We have a show in Dallas on the 21st, and then we have two show in San Antonio on the 30th. And then we're going to release a new song next month. So, yeah, so that's pretty exciting. Yeah.
And where can our audience find you on social media? Give us everything.
Go find us at Luna Band everywhere. Yeah, there we go.
All right, and make sure to follow all of our social medias, austinunderground.org, and look at everything we do as well. Thanks you guys so much for sitting down with us. And yeah, that's it. Bye, guys.
Wow, amazing. What would I do to talk to Luna Luna? After the break, join us in ranking Taylor Swift's albums and get a closer look into Lil Baby's most recent release.
We're back. Now, let's go to Courtney where he'll talk about his thoughts on Lil Baby's most recent album, It's Only Me.
Hey guys, it's 2022 and Lil Baby is back to take over the year once again with his third studio album, It's Only Me. The name It's Only Me kind of does a disservice to the album as it's not only him on the project. He has features from Future, fellow Atlanta rapper, Jeremiah. He got ESTG, Pooh Shiesty, and more. And let's dive into it. I think the first 2 singles that he released for this project were Hey and In a Minute. Now, In a Minute was a great storytelling-driven song that really focused on what we thought was going to be the direction of the album. Hey is a generic TikTok song that has no business being anywhere in his catalog. So I think for that, we kind of know what direction he was going to go with the album. And so the first song, the intro, Real Spill, I think kind of fits in the direction of In a Minute. It's more storyline driven, more somber, melodic. He really dives into his humble beginnings. So, you know, as a fan, we thought that's where he's going to keep going, and he just flips it again. He goes for 3 club anthems in a row, which didn't really do anything for me. I don't think it did anything for anyone. And then he goes more melodic in the, around the middle area. And I think he peaks with, I believe, song number 7 on the album, which is called Never Hating, by Young Thug featuring Lil Baby. I say by Young Thug because Young Thug completely took over this song. And Lil Baby still did a great job, but I mean, Young Thug runs Atlanta for a reason, and I think, you know, Lil Baby's also from Atlanta, but Young Thug just does it better. And I think after that, he kind of just went more copy-paste with his style. And Lil Baby is obviously in 2020 with the release of My Turn. He was actually the highest selling U.S. album of that year, and it's for a reason. His music is very accessible for all ages and all audiences, and I think he wanted to do the same thing on It's Only Me. He wanted to do stuff that a lot of people could listen to. He didn't really want to dive too much into his core fan base, and honestly, his core fan base is okay with about anything as well, and so that's really what he focused on this tape. And me personally, I had no problem with it. I like Lil Baby, and I think in terms of a Lil Baby album, he did everything he needed to do. The runtime was ridiculous at 65 minutes, 23 songs, and it takes a lot to listen to this if you really enjoy high quality story-driven albums, because honestly, you don't have to listen to this album in sequential order at all, because it starts to sound the same after a long time. I listened to this album way more than I like to admit, about 5 times, and my final conclusion, I'll probably say it's definitely going to do numbers, it's going to get playlisting, but me personally, I believe it wasn't his best effort, but since Lil Baby is a good artist, from his flow, his cadences, his delivery, it's still a good album, just because of him as an artist. And I think he did what he could, and it's going to do numbers as a result. Thank you. Back to artist. Host.
Truly sensational. I'll have to give his album another listen. And for all my Swifties out there, we hope you enjoy our final segment with Caitlin, Jordan, and Lauren ranking Taylor's albums.
Hey guys, as we are all probably aware, Midnights is coming.
Midnights is coming.
On its way.
Oh, it's coming.
So, in order to mentally prepare ourselves for the insanity that is about to ensue, we are going to do the hardest thing we've ever done in our lives.
It's going to be controversial.
Yeah.
It's going to be difficult.
I shed tears thinking about it.
Oh,
I did.
Well, we have to get into it.
Yeah.
Okay. We should start bottom up.
Okay.
Okay, so this album, when I listen to it every time, I think I'm listening to the intro of a 2016 YouTuber's YouTube video.
It's giving My Life as Ava.
Yes.
It's giving
Meredith Foster. It's not. Yeah.
It's pop garbage in our opinion.
And
What?
that is
No, okay, I will admit, it's probably lower on here, but like you're gonna do Cruel Summer and Cornelia Street like that?
It's bottom, baby. It's bottom.
Oh, can we at least do like high bottom?
What's high bottom?
Like if this is like low bottom.
We'll put it on the line.
On the line.
Like a little.
What I don't get is that Lover. You have Lover.
Lover's a great song.
But then everything else, I'm just like.
Do you like Lover?
I like Cruel Summer, Cornelia Street, False God.
But it's just like with Taylor, one of her like strong things is that when she makes albums, like 90% of the album has good songs, but this one I'm just like, Taylor, you and your flop band, we're gonna accept that. Like,
It was like a
you just
10% we're
She just
good
had to
at
pay
that one.
bills then. Like that's what was going on.
I'll accept that.
I also think Reputation was just not
on the bottom. She
Are you joke? B tier at least. Are you like there are So It Goes, Getaway Car. New Year's
Getaway Car's a good
Day.
one.
Getaway Cars. Okay, like you got Delicate. You have a lot of stuff on there, but it's like I don't know what was going on. Like Endgame, you had like Ed Sheeran and Future, and I'm just like no for one. Like
I mean, that's not my favorite song either, but like I don't know about
It's just not
bottom tier.
strong.
Like I say
It's-
B tier at least.
No, we got a lot. No, other ones need to go on B tier.
It can sit next to Lover, I think.
Yeah.
I think it needs to sit next to Lover.
Yeah, it's.
What do you think would be bottom tier for you? I want to know.
Be careful what you say.
I'm gonna put
her debut.
Just because.
I can see where you're coming from.
I
Absolutely.
like country music. I'm a country person.
Yeah.
Not Florida Georgia Line country, but like. But also like for 16 writing these songs,
Yeah,
she does a great
very
job.
impressive.
But also it is very clearly a debut album.
Yeah,
and in comparison to everything else that she's come up with, like
I agree.
It's not the top.
Okay.
Like,
and that's okay.
She did her thing for a 16-year-old.
Yeah,
and that's why she was
If I was
16.
16 making that album, I would be like, that's a great album.
Yeah.
But
I
she's
agree.
30.
Okay, this middle is gonna be.
Oh,
Should we just go to top?
Yeah, if we do that, then we can
Then
fill
we
in
can fill
everything
in the
else.
middle.
My top two, 1989 and Speak Now.
Speak Now.
Speak Now.
Speak Now? Okay.
Speak Now.
I have like, glad that we're on the
In
same
1989 for me, I love 1989. I know that you don't feel.
I know I can get with it.
You can get with it.
It has I really appreciate 1989, unrelated to like the actual songs themselves, but like the best music videos came from that
Real.
album.
Yeah, pop,
Absolutely.
Pop perfection.
Pop
Oh yeah,
perfection.
because that was her real jump
changed.
into
Yeah.
pop,
And she did it perfectly.
She did it
So
perfectly.
top tier?
Go ahead.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree.
All right, so does that mean that Folklore, read Taylor's version, Fearless,
Okay.
Taylor's
I
version,
loved
Evermore?
Folklore too.
Folklore and Red.
Folklore and Red were
Beautiful.
also up there for me. But obviously it's not gonna fit. So
Let's pull. Oh.
would
my
any
gosh. Red before.
Red before.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I can.
There was just a lot of
There
very
is
good
drugs
songs.
in Red.
There's
I
drugs.
listened to it
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm like, this.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can listen to this
Mhm.
forever.
Folklore's like
Folklore
probably my top stream album of like the past 2
of
years.
ever.
But
And
it's
then
like
personally, out of Evermore and Fearless, I would go Evermore before Fearless.
Oh, I would go Fearless before Evermore.
Oh,
Because
okay.
Fearless was what this one was like growing into.
Mm-hmm.
Like Taylor Swift was like her beginning country, and then Fearless was like she did her country perfect. But then it's like Evermore, it's like it's good, but I get a little bored. And I'm like, yeah, I do.
I thought that
like
it was a
Okay.
worse Folklore.
because like Folklore and Evermore are like the companion, but it's like
It's-
Folklore's the better twin.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
It just was better.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it's just because I listened to Evermore today. I'm like, Evermore.
No, it's true. I listened to it like yesterday for
Okay.
like
It's
the
just
first time in a while.
I'll concede, and we can do
Yeah.
Fearless.
It was solid.
Evermore.
It was good. It was just
All right.
country. It was
Wow.
good.
So this is our definitive ranking. Argue with the wall. Back to the host.
You know, they know Taylor's albums all too well.
Before we say goodbye, we would like to acknowledge one of our hardworking volunteers for AU. Our member of the week this week is Robbie! Woo! Thank you, Robbie, for your dedication and participation in the show.
Thank you. I really appreciate it, Susie and AU. As always, be sure to check out our socials and website for the latest content.
Bye.